Could you imagine only having one task on your to-do list today, tomorrow, and every single day for the rest of your life? Your endocannabinoids' only task is homeostasis. Its sole purpose is to keep you balanced in your mind, in your body, and in your soul. It's a direct pathway to healing. I'm Stephanie. This is my channel Breaking Stigmas, and I'm talking about your endocannabinoid system since the establishment doesn't. Each of your systems has a significant role in your health, all equivalently important. None is independent of another one, but rather dependent on one another. When one system is out of line, since they're all supposed to be working together, all of the others get messed up over time since there has become some type of disarray within your body that created one system to fall out of balance. The difference between your endocannabinoid system and all of the other systems, though, is that they all work independently for themselves, yet affect the others. One department works for that one particular department, so your lymphatic department works directly for your lymphatic system. But if that lymphatic system is not cleansing, is not carrying out waste, is not flowing appropriately, then in turn it's going to negatively impact your immune system. So if one's not working properly, it can mess up the system of another. So when that lymphatic system's out of balance and you're not removing your wastes and you're getting clogged in those lymph nodes, it can affect your lymphatic system, your endocrine system, your digestive system, etc. When each system is functioning optimally, so when your cardiovascular system and your respiratory system and your skeletal system and your lymphatic system are all functioning optimally, everything just goes as planned as far as your health goes. But when one system becomes dysfunctional, it can drag the others down with it like a domino effect. So if you think of it like a classroom, when all of the kids are in tune to what they themselves are doing and concentrating on their own work, all's well. When they're minding their own business and doing what assignment they have before them, everything is good. But when just one child in the bunch starts blurting out, making noises, looking at what the other kids are doing, causing disruption, now the other kids have lost their focus, they're off task, and their work isn't getting done on time, if even at all. The endocannabinoid system oversees overall balance. So its job is to make sure all of the other systems are doing what they're supposed to do when they're exposed to stress. So the endocannabinoid system is the master regulator of all of your other systems. That's its job. So how do you assist your endocannabinoid system when it's not working or functioning optimally? Cannabinoids. That's why we take cannabinoid therapy or use cannabinoids as medicine. And cannabinoids, if you're not familiar, are components like THC, CBD, CBDA, CBN, CBG. Cannabinoids, though, from the store are junk. Anything that you can buy from the store is probably not in your best interest to take. They're most likely providing just a few isolated end products of the plant, the cannabis plant, in attempts of maximizing their profit for the manufacturer. There are over 120 different cannabinoids from the cannabis plant that work synergistically, which means all together, to create this entourage effect. You need the whole plant medicine, whole plant extract when dealing with cannabis, when dealing with your endocannabinoid system and trying to help it create balance and work appropriately. When we have all of this plant matter as a whole, a complete extract, this is what makes it bioavailable to your system. Bioavailable means to be absorbed. Your body struggles when parts of the whole are missing, just like when you take or when you're only eating egg whites. your body can only do so much of the egg white because it needs the whole part of the egg, despite whatever propaganda is out there telling you to just eat egg whites, okay? So your body struggles when parts of the whole are missing. Your body is so intelligent that it knows it can only do so much with so little, and eventually it's going to stop even trying. It's like building a car, but excluding most of the parts and all of the fluids. Sure, you can put the car together with what you have, but you certainly cannot expect to be able to drive the car. You can't expect to be able to throw it in gear and go if you only have 3 wheels, no transmission, and dry fluid reservoirs. Your endocannabinoid system works in the same way. When you take those products that you can buy off the shelf, anywhere, you have no idea where they came from. And your endocannabinoid system says, hey, you're only giving me some of the parts I need, but you're expecting me to do all of the things that you require of me and interact with all of your systems and all of the receptors in the system and function at optimal performance. I can't do that. So as a result, it either stops working after some point in time, or you're still feeling tired and depressed, and of course you're going to, because the very system that regulates your mood, your sleep, your appetite, everything isn't being supported as it needs to be supported. You didn't give it all of the pieces. So now I have to tell you something pretty big. Actually, it's kind of small. That's what she said. Your doctor isn't going to explain this to you because they never learned it, for one. So we can't suggest, or we can't expect them to. And we can't expect them to suggest, explain, or discuss something they know really nothing or very little about. Stick with me to keep learning better so you can do better, so you can feel better. Why on earth would you choose emotional, spiritual, physical pain or suffering when you don't have to? I'll never ever understand why people aren't stepping out of the matrix to take responsibility of their own healing. We have so much information. We have so many people who specialize in these different fields of specialty, like the endocannabinoid system. That's what I do for a living. My entire area of expertise has been devoted to the endocannabinoid system and how cannabis influences it. The system is not going to save you. It is designed as a sick care management loop, which is part of the reason why the endocannabinoid system has not been written into medical curriculum after decades and decades and decades of research. This isn't new. It's not groundbreaking evidence and brand new emerging information in the field. We've had this for decades. We have too much information at this point in time to be making excuses for not healing ourselves and our endocannabinoid system. Toodles.